Hello, my beautiful human. Welcome back to the She Did It Anyway podcast. This is your shakeup, and we're going to talk all about perfection. Now, perfection has cost me a lot, quite literally thousands and thousands of dollars, and has really gotten in the way from me landing some amazing opportunities. And I wanted to record this podcast this specific episode, because in our coaching call, we were talking about our marketing strategy and going and posting on social. Really, this concept of showing up imperfectly, like really just showing up authentically as you are, really highlighting, what your day looks like. And someone said, well, my day is crazy and it's not as aesthetically pleasing as everybody else's online. And it got me thinking that exactly that line is why in the past it has really held me back from showing up. And it wasn't just, because my get readies with me aren't as aesthetically pleasing as everybody else's, or pouring my coffee isn't aesthetically pleasing as everybody else's, but I would really second guess every single thing that I posted, whether it was a picture, a video, the caption, my website. I would literally not launch my product or service because I was like, well, it's not perfect yet. Oh, I'm going to do, update the font a little bit more, or update the pictures, or update the colors, or, oh, well, maybe I, need to write the email differently or the messaging differently. And months would go by before I would actually launch. I've had clients that have held themselves back for our whole entire period working together because they just don't think that it's perfect yet. And what I realize is that people actually don't want perfection. They want progress. You're not going to get to where you want to get to because you did things perfectly. You're going to get there by doing things to get you closer. So progressing in that journey and reaching that goal. And so when I say that it has cost me thousands, I quite literally mean thousands. I thought that I needed to have the perfect website, so I invested $30,000. I thought that I needed to have the perfect launch campaign, and so I hired a videographer, and that cost $6,000. And I mean, the list goes on. And then guess what? Because I'm so focused on the wrong things, there are times where a launch didn't go as planned, which I don't actually think enough people talk about. So what ends up happening is that you're tying your success to this quote unquote perfect image or perfect plan and perfect strategy. And there's just no such thing, because it's all dependent on something else. It's dependent on how someone else is going to react, on the market, on the timing. I mean, there's so many things that really make perfection unrealistic. And so when we're thinking about, well, how do I get over that perfection? I want you to really focus on the big picture and the little micro goals and tasks that you need to get to. A lot of the times we really mistake a project and a task as the same thing, and it's not. So let's talk about Instagram, for example, and posting. So the project is going to be your marketing strategy and posting online. The tasks underneath are going to be breaking your content week by week. Then it's going to be maybe a task just for writing captions, a task for editing your pictures, a task for editing your videos, and a task for scheduling them out, right? So if we can break them down little by little and really set a time and a goal of, okay, by the end of this day, I will have this accomplished. And tracking that and holding yourself accountable is going to be, the most powerful way to really, really, really get out of your own way when it comes to not letting perfection hold you back. If you know you have to finish something by 12 o'clock, you have to finish something by 12 o'clock. And so breaking those tasks down and trying not to get overwhelmed by the bigger picture is going to be really, really helpful. The one thing that I want to remind you is that people, like I said, are really invested in the progress rather than perfection. They want real, they want authentic. The more that you are showing up perfectly, the more that they're going to really feel down on themselves and feel like, okay, well, that's unrealistic. I can't do the same, or, feeling intimidated or anything like that when it comes to looking at you as a public figure, an influencer, content creator, thought leader, whatever you are positioning yourself as. And so really, really thinking of shifting that perspective of my goal is progress. It's not perfection. It is not going to be perfect, because you need to take action to get clarity on what can make things better. Like, everything can always be better. And if you just remember that, you just execute, push it out there. Like I always say to my team, just ship it, get it out there. If we can just ship more stuff, you're going to have more progress and it's not going to hold you back. So this is your sign to get out of your own way. Stop trying to overthink things and, really making things perfect, because perfection is also subjective. Like you might think it's perfect and then someone else will look at it and it might not be their cup of tea. So don't let that hold you back. Set smaller milestones, set actual goals and a progress and a way to measure it for you to say, okay, it is ready to ship. Just do it. With no exception, do not hold yourself back. All right. I can't wait to watch you make more progress and get closer to that bigger picture and your goal. You deserve it. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye. And don't forget, no matter what, she did it anyway.
You did it, Mom.